Hello there, me hearties. This is another story. It's about a sad princess who sat at her castle window. She had never laughed and didn't know how to. Her mum and dad hoped that one day somebody would make their daughter smile. And this is the story of Lazy Jack by Tony Ross. I think he might have done the pictures as well. Once a boy called Jack lived with his mother. Jack was probably the laziest person in the world, and he would just sit around while his mother did all the work. There she is, look, carrying the logs. It's snowing as well. He's just sitting there watching his mother. At last Jack's mother could stand no more of his laziness. "Unless you get out and get a job," she shouted, "you'll get no more meals from me, and you'll have to wash your own socks too." "Okay," said Jack, and he went to work for a farmer who paid him a shiny pound. On the way home, Jack had to jump over a stream, and he dropped the pound into the water. Of course, his mother was angry. "Twit!" she cried. "You should have put it in your jacket pocket." "Okay," said Jack. "I'll do so next time." Next day, Jack went to work for a cowkeeper who gave him a jug of milk for his wages. Remembering his mother's advice, he poured the milk into his pocket and went home. "Oh, you silly sausage head," shouted his mother. "You should have carried the jug on your head." "Okay," said Jack. "I'll do so next time." Next, Jack went to work at the dairy. For payment, he was given a fine cheese, all for himself. I mean, look at that. What an interesting way to fill bottles. He's got the milk churn on his back. He's pouring the milk into the bottles. Very clever. There's the cheese. Well, he got himself a cheese. Remembering his mother's advice, he put the cheese on his head. When he got home, it had melted into a gooey mess. "Oh, you gormless beetle brain!" screeched his mother. "You should have carried it in your arms." "Okay," said Jack. "I'll do so next time." Jack's next job was in a sausage factory, where he was given a cat as payment. Remembering his mother's advice, he carried the cat home in his arms. The cat was a nasty beast who hated being picked up. Oh no. Blimey, look what they're putting into those sausages. There's a little mouse there running away with sausages. There's the cat. Oh, they've got all sorts of tails, different animals going into the sausages. Anyway, when Jack got home, he was scratched to bits. "Oh, you jelly-headed henbrain!" yelled his mother. "You should have pulled it behind you on a string." "Okay," said Jack. "Yep, I'll do so next time." The very next day, he went to work in a bakery. There he is, putting the dough into bread tins. The bakers were pleased with Jack's work, and they gave him a cake for his trouble. Remembering his mother's advice, Jack pulled it home behind him on a string. "You nit-witted pinhead!" shouted his mother. "You should have carried it on your back." "Okay," said Jack. "I'll do so next time." Next, Jack went to work in a stable. Wow, look at that. Gorgeous racehorse. And look, he's got some carrots under his arms. Very kind. He's going to give the carrots to the horse, who loved carrots apparently. So when Jack was finished, the owner of the stable gave Jack a donkey as payment. Remembering his mother's advice, Jack heaved the donkey onto his shoulders. It was not easy at all, and Jack staggered away towards home. Look at him with the donkey on his back. His way took him past the castle of the sad princess who could not smile, and she happened to be sitting at her window. She watched Jack stagger by with his donkey on his back. He looked so funny. Guess what happened next? Yup, the sad princess burst out laughing. The prince's mum and dad were so happy they let Jack marry her. The princess was happy to have such a funny husband, and Jack was happy because, you've guessed it, he never had to work again. Okay,